The arrival of summer was heralded with a traditional horse festival by residents of a town in northeastern Japan. People in Takizawa City hold the festival, known as Chagu Chagu Umako, every year as a sign of appreciation to their horses, which they use to plant rice seedlings. The name Chagu Chagu comes from the sound of the bells that hang from the animals. The festival dates back to the 18th century Edo period. A team of 80 horses left Onikoshi Sozen Shrine in Takizawa City on Saturday last week and paraded for about 13 kilometers to Morioka Hachimangu Shrine in Morioka City. The horses were adorned with colorful harnesses that are said to resemble the decorations used by feudal lords when they arrived to the ancient capital of Edo. Children in costumes rode on the horses as adults walked beside each other. The parade passed through green rice paddies and alongside roads lined with spectators and amateur photographers. A man in 60s said the colorful horses were very beautiful. A buyer has paid more than $2,800 for a premium watermelon from northern Japan at the year's first auction. The broker was one of several people bidding at the wholesale market in Asahikawa City, where 84 Densuke watermelons went on the block. Consumers prized the variety from the town of Toma for its extra sweet taste. Farmers only sell specimens that meet strict standards for sugar content. The winner said he made the bid equal to last year's top price in the hope of generating good business. He said this year's haul of Densuke watermelons are sweeter than usual. Most of the other watermelons sold for around $40. Shipments of Densuke watermelons will peak during the summer gift-giving season in mid-July. Rokokusai, or Water Clock Festival, is held every year on June 10th. The day is called National Time Day, when watch and clock manufacturers offer their new products to the Omi Shrine in Shiga Prefecture, Western Japan. About 300 people, including watch and clock manufacturers from all over the country, gathered at the shrine to commemorate Japan's first water clock, which was built by the Emperor Tenji in 671. Women in robes reserved for the ancient court offered brand new watches and clocks to the shrine. These watches and clocks will be displayed in the Clock Museum, the first such museum in Japan, which was built in the Omi Shrine precinct. The 25th National and 4th International Tehran Handicrafts Exhibition was opened last Wednesday. The World Handicraft Day and the exhibition was inaugurated by Iran Head of Cultural Heritage, Handicrafts and Tourism Organization Masoud Soltanifa. During the inauguration ceremony, Soltanifa said exports of handiworks have jumped by around 40% last year compared to the year before. He added Iran has the capacity to multiply that figure. Handicrafts exports bring in $500 million for Iran annually. In the 4th Tehran International Handicrafts Exhibition, Lebanon, India, Kuwait, Afghanistan, Algeria, Turkey and representatives from Iran's friendship associations with Serbia, Sierra Leone and Tajikistan showcased their national handicrafts. The exhibition was held for 6 days at Tehran's permanent international fairs ground. Iran National Orchestra has resumed its activities after a 3-year hiatus in the capital, Tehran. Conducted by Maestro Farhad Fakhreddini, the orchestra celebrated its return with a concert held at Tehran's Wahdat Hall recently. Iran's Foreign Minister Muhammad Javad Zarif and Minister of Culture and Islamic Guidance Ali Jannati attended the concert along with a number of other officials and Tehran-based foreign dignitaries and ambassadors. Iranian tar virtuoso Keyvan Saket and vocalists Salah Akili and Mohammad Motamedi accompanied the orchestra in its performance. Fakhruddini, the conductor, said he was satisfied with the performance, adding that the orchestra will continue its activities in accordance with Iran's national music objectives. Fakhruddini also announced that the orchestra are likely to perform from July 1st to 3rd, 2015 at Tehran's Wahdat Hall. The 78-year-old composer, who founded Iran's National Orchestra in 1998, resigned in 2009 after the management of the orchestra was entrusted to the Rodaki Foundation. Fakhruddini was awarded Iran's Order of Merit in Arts and Culture in 2005. A stamp was also issued in his honor in 2008. The renowned musician is known for composing and conducting the Persian Gulf Opus. He has also composed soundtracks of many successful movies and numerous television series. Fakhruddini has accompanied Iran's National Orchestra in numerous concerts held in Iran and other countries such as Switzerland and Kuwait. The orchestra was dissolved in October 2012 due to financial problems. An ancient Qianshu Guanyin, or thousand-hand Buddhism goddess of mercy, statue was opened to the public recently after over 7 years of survey and restoration at a stone carving site in southwest China's Chongqing municipality. It was carved in the 7.7 meter high and 12.5 meter wide Dazu stone carving site on Mount Baoding. The statue with gold foil dates back to some 800 years ago during the Southern Song dynasty of 1127 to 1279 AD. It is China's biggest stone statue with an integration of stone carving, colored painting, and enamel and gold-foiled coatings. Restoration work of the statue, which had long been in disrepair, started in April 2011. Hailed as the #1 project of ancient stone carving protection, restoration of the statue combined a string of technologies like three-dimensional laser scanning, X-ray detection of destruction, and three-dimensional printing. Zhang Changfa, chief expert of the restoration project, said they defined it as the #1 project because it was an unprecedented project. They had never restored such complex and large-scale stone carving art since the founding of the People's Republic of China. The restoration project was completed early May this year and accepted after appraisal by cultural relics experts. Li Zuixiong, research fellow at Dunhuang Academy, China, a cultural heritage protection institute in China, said this is the largest restoration project so far in the country. It is indeed very significant for the protection and restoration of such kind of cultural relics. June 13 marks China's Cultural Heritage Day. The so-called thousand-hand Guanyin statue actually has 830 hands, the repairing personnel found during their work. China launched a rail freight service linking the northeastern city of Harbin with Germany's Hamburg recently in an effort to boost China-Europe trade. The weekly freight train departed for the first time from Harbin at 10 in the morning with 25 containers filled with more than 250 tons of goods worth over $1.5 million. The goods include chemical products, electronics, machines, auto parts, and women's shoes. The new service, which passes through Mongolia and Russia, will deliver goods to Europe twice as quickly as via maritime transport. Wang Fuling, manager of a foreign trade company, said it takes 40 days by sea and they have to wait for over 1 month or even 1.5 months to receive payment. But now it takes 15 days and they can get payment in 20 days at most. The 28 train journeys planned to take place in 2015 are expected to have an output value of 1.7 billion yuan and a total import and export value of 4.28 billion yuan. The China-Mongolia-Russia corridor is a bigger one among the 6 land corridors along the Silk Road economic belt. It lies in a core area linking Russia, Mongolia, Japan and South Korea. It stretches across Eurasia from the Pacific Ocean to the Baltic Sea. Guang Zhaoguo, director of the construction office of the Silk Road Economic Belt at the Heilongjiang Province Development and Reform Commission, said the rail service can make freight transport more convenient. The Environment Protection Bureau, in partnership with the Macau Government Tourist Office, or MGTO, have organized the 8th Macau Green Hotel Awards. The award acknowledges hotels that have shown great performance in promoting environmental conservation and practices at an operational level.
It's very important to continue to spread the word that we need to have more green practices and more environmentally friendly practices in the industry.
14 hotels have applied for this year, 13 of which were awarded and recognized. The gold awardees are MGM Grand, the Venetian Macau and Beverly Plaza, the first 4-star hotel to be awarded a gold medal. Silver awards were given to Galaxy Macau, Mandarin Oriental, Guia Hotel, Hotel Waldo and the Royal Hotel.
The Venetian, as part of our environmental leadership program, that is Science Eco 360, so we continuously enhance our initiatives to look for new avenues to reduce carbon emission. So we have 3 short-term and long-term plans to reduce our energy conservation, energy efficiency and of course the water and the waste management to increase the recycling rate.
The organizers say that there was an annual saving of 340.000 kilowatt an hour of electricity in the consumption of energy, corresponding to 400,000 patakas or $50,000 in electricity tariffs. 27,000 cubic meters of water were conserved, the equivalent to around 160,000, contributing to the reduction of carbon emissions by about 7 tons. Citizens of the Mongolian capital of Ulaanbaatar will not have to buy bus tickets soon but use smart cards to travel on all buses. In other words, passengers will swipe the card in a special reader that is installed in public buses and they will have to buy a card at around $1.9 and then charge at the $2.66 to $47.6 price range. Smart bus cards will be available for purchases and charging service at 500 spots, 286 of which will first be ready. Card readers have already been installed in 300 buses. The use of Smart Bus Card will start from July 7th. Also, 20 articulated buses from Belarus will travel for the first time. 7 of them have already been imported into Mongolia.